President-elect Donald Trump's public stance on immigration has left millions of people inside the U.S. worried about their futures. More now in a special report from D.C. Bureau reporter Grecia Pacheco.
Immigrants escape their countries for a number of different reasons, including fleeing violence and looking for better economic opportunities. But with an incoming administration in the White House with a hard line on the immigration issue, has many worried.
You better start packing now.
Bringing crime, they're rapists.
Families can be deported together.
So they can come in and rape and pillage.
This is what President-elect Donald Trump and his team have said publicly about immigration, but how many people his policies impact. A 2023 Pew Research Center analysis found that 47.8 people living in the U.S. were born outside the country. Of these, 3 in 4 people are in the country legally, including as naturalized citizens, as lawful permanent residents, and those with temporary legal status. The remaining 1 in 4 are likely undocumented, often facing the greatest challenges. Threats such as family separation, zero-tolerance policy, profiling, and potential military involvement in deportations disproportionately impact the Latino community. With over 60 million self-identified Latinos in the U.S., they represent the largest immigrant group. For Latinos and the nation, the economy and the immigration were key issues in this presidential election. According to UNIDO's U.S. poll, 36 million Latinos were eligible to vote. Democrats won 56% of the Latino vote, but the margin was narrower than in 2020, reflecting increased support for President-elect Donald Trump. Roman Palomares, national president of the League of United Latin American Citizens, or best called LULAC, explained why more Latinos supported Trump in this election cycle.
Okay, after COVID, there was a period there where a lot of people didn't work, and then inflation started. And the prices went up. The main message that they were hearing from one of the candidates, okay? And the candidate was Trump.
To explain that not only undocumented immigrants should be concerned about the threats, I spoke with Laura Kelly, an immigration attorney who is part of the American Immigration Lawyers Association in South Florida.
The Trump administration in the prior term created a program to denaturalize some citizens, and that was by looking at their past applications to find any discrepancy in applications in order to go through the process of denaturalizing them. So I want to be clear that just because somebody is a U.S. citizen and an immigrant, that does not mean that they are safe from what the Trump administration may do.
Juan Proaño, CEO of LULAC, explains the possible impact a massive deportation could have in the country.
One of the big considerations that we need to have is just, again, the economic impact. Latinos contribute over $3.2 trillion to the economy. We spend over $3.4 trillion. We spend more than we actually make. What would happen to the classroom of your child? Their mom may be undocumented. Their father may be undocumented. The person that is cutting your lawn, it would have significant impacts.
The future remains to be seen, but the threats have many people worried, which is why experts are saying to start seeking for solutions as soon as possible.
For LULAC, you are in this country legally if you're an asylee, if you're a refugee, if you have temporary status, if you're DACA. For Republicans, they don't view them as legal. They view them as illegal.
But I do think that there is a lot of legitimate concern for what faces all immigrants in this country as a result of this election.
Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Grecia Pacheco.